In this video, I will show you how to work the cast-off buttonhole. I'm going to use our 6.5mm needles and the Wool and the Gang New Wave yarn in bronzed olive. So let's get started. I am going to knit this up in stocking stitch, but this technique is used in the second wave cardigan, which uses the 2x2 rib. The buttonhole is created exactly the same way, but just adjust your stitches accordingly. So I'm going to knit in stocking stitch all the way until I get to the place where I want to put in my buttonhole. So I'm going to knit these two final stitches before I start to knit my buttonhole. So to knit the cast-off buttonhole, you first begin by knitting 2 stitches in order to cast them off. So I've knitted those 2 stitches here, and then I'm going to cast off the first one by taking the second stitch and putting it over the first stitch and off the end. So I'm going to do this again until I've cast off 3 stitches. As you will see, I've now got a hole here, which forms the bottom part of my buttonhole. I'm now going to knit to the end of the row as normal. As I'm working in stocking stitch, I'm now going to knit a purl row. So I turn my work and then I begin my first purl stitch. I'm now going to knit all the way to the edge of the buttonhole. Okay, so I'm now at the edge of my buttonhole. So here I'm going to turn the work, and I now need to cast back on those 3 stitches that I cast off before. So I'm going to do this by inserting my right needle into the first stitch on the left needle, bringing my yarn round, pulling it out and back on the needle. Now I'm going to turn my knitting over again, and I'm just going to continue with my purl stitch all the way to the end. And that's it. That's how you work the cast-off buttonhole.